Members of the County Assembly Forum want the ward fund allocated to be increased from the current 5% to at least 35%. The MCAs have also opposed the degree requirement for vying for the seat, saying it will discriminate them. Meanwhile, the Kenya Catholic bishops have also faulted some BBI proposals.
The County Assembly's Forum want the Building Bridges Initiative report amended to remove the degree requirement for those running for a seat. The MCAs also want the ward fund increased from current proposal of 5% to 30%.
County assemblies of this country are proposing that the WDF is increased to at least 30% of the government revenue annually. This ought to be implemented in a similar manner as the Constituency Development Fund at the CDF.
Meanwhile, the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops want an amendment on the appointment of Prime Minister and the Deputy Minister by the President, according to the report.
To give the President the power to appoint the Prime Minister and the two deputies risks consolidating more power around the President, thereby creating an imperial presidency. This amendment could be creating the same problem it set out to solve.
The Catholic bishops have observed that if wider consultations are not allowed on the IEBC clause, the hideous cycle of pre-election fear and post-election violence in the country will not end.
This proposal will turn IEBC into a political outfit with partisan interests. The question will arise on how fair the elections will be.
The current IEBC commissioners have as well faulted the BBI proposals on the appointment of the commissioners. The bishops further faulted the proposal to expand the executive and the legislature, terming it as a burden to Kenyans.
The expansion of the Senate to 94 members and the National Assembly to 363 members will be a huge burden to the taxpayers of this country.
The bishop further noted that with just 18 months to the next general election, broke taxpayers cannot afford a referendum. They have called members of parliament through parliamentary committees to work with the relevant state agencies and address some of the sticky issues raised in the report instead of subjecting them to a costly referendum and a general election.
That the primary purpose and intention of the BBI process was to bring together all Kenyans.
They also accused politicians of violating COVID-19 protocols.
Elsewhere, in a bizarre incident in Gatara village, Murang'a County, a 32-year-old